Hello, my friends, and welcome to Lean and Clean with Fitness Chef Christine. I am Christine, otherwise known as Chris, and I am here as your host and wanted to welcome you. I always like to start with something positive, so today I'm going to start with an affirmation that I am not complaining anymore. I am celebrating. I am not comparing myself to anyone else, but connecting with the greatness within me. I am not losing at anything I'm giving my best to. I am always learning. I am not being pushed out of my comfort zone. I am leveling up more. I am not lost on my path. I am always being divinely guided to where I want to go. So, with that in mind, I thought I would let you know about a challenge I'm doing. I call it the Dare Challenge, and my Dare people that say yes are the Dare doers. And it works like this. I am giving away 30 days of free coaching in honor of my daughter getting married in December and me wanting to level up my own fitness and my own nutrition. Fitness is always more fun with friends. So I went into my private community, which you're all welcome to join, and I asked them if they would be interested in joining me for this challenge. And I told them that it's free 30 days, no strings attached. I'm not like that. I just said I would like some accountability, and so let's do this together. So if that sounds like something that you'd like to belong to, I will leave some links in the show notes, and you can certainly join us. It does start November 1st, but you can jump on anytime you hear this. And what we're doing is I'm providing a meal plan. It is a very basic meal plan in that it's just really clean, hence our name, Lean and Clean. And what it is it's primarily protein and vegetables for each meal. And we have 2 fruits per day. And then we have 2 probiotics. So we're getting that nice, happy gut. What we are not having is processed foods. And so that not having processed foods is going to really rev up our metabolism, help us to feel our best, help that bloating feeling to go away. You'll be amazed. Even for a couple days, if you give up the processed foods, how quickly the bloat will go down. So that's one component of it. The other component is I give a PDF of exercises, very simple exercises, very basic, that we do 6 days a week, and then we have a rest day. Now, my rest day is always on Sunday. That is the Lord's Day and the day I go to church and worship with my family. We go out to lunch and all that good stuff. So, in fact, that's why I'm podcasting so late tonight, because I went shopping with my daughter for her wedding stuff. Woo-wee. Anyhow, that's a whole different story. I am not a shopper. I did not get that gene at all. Anyway, so back to our challenge. I go off in tangents sometimes. And so we also are doing an affirmation every day. We are doing some journaling. We are doing progress photos, and we are doing measurements, but we are not, and I repeat, not using the scale as a measure. Because I firmly believe that as someone who struggles her whole life with weight, there's a lot of negativity around the scale. And in the morning, you can weigh yourself and you'll get a different result at night. What we want are real, true results. So we also picked out a garment that's maybe a little too tight. We're going to keep trying on throughout the month to give us some motivation. Because a lot of times the changes show up and we don't recognize those changes. We don't see them for what they are. So the point of this is to move us all forward, get us some good momentum coming into this new year. Right? I mean, what do we have? 50 something days before the new year? Yes, girl, we're going to move along. I think it's really important to have community, really important to have support and to move each other forward. I have that in the podcasting world, and I have that with my small group. There's about 300 of us in the group, and we are always so welcoming. So if you need support and you want some accountability, I'm there to lead you, but really just as one of you. So we would love to have you. So the name of the group is Midlife Macros and Movement. And like I said, I will leave the link down below, and you can join us because we're super fun people. I would also like to take this opportunity to read one of the podcast listeners' reviews. I always appreciate those. So if you would take this opportunity to go and leave us a comment, it would be so appreciated. The only place to leave them is on Apple Podcasts, and so if you could do that, that would just make my day. We always like to hear from everybody. because that means that the word gets out more and then we know we're going in the right direction. So if there's something you'd like for me to cover related to nutrition or fitness, please, please leave it in the comments and I will get back to everybody. We'll make sure we do an episode on that. This one it's called Loves Your Content, and it's from Audacious Scaling. And it says, way to go, Christine. I love that you're addressing the issues that deeply affect us middle agers, especially the menopause stage. Thank you so much for your tips. Much appreciated, my friends. I really appreciate those comments. And I'll read one more. It says, thank you for breaking it down. Comes from MSB 1805. I love your no judgment attitude. I can tell you really want to help others get more healthy. Thank you for the quick and easy explanation of clean foods, and I can't wait to learn more from you. Again, my friends, I really love hearing from everybody. So the more that you can connect with me, the better off I feel. So I know we're going in the right direction. I have coached hundreds of women, and every single one is important to me, and every single person I contact is important. I really love those personal connections, and that's why I decided to do the podcast, to kind of get my message out there, that it's not about being skinnier, and it's not about what you look like in your bathing suit or anything. It is about being healthier in the long run, so that when we're 90 or older, we can keep on moving. Whatever God blesses us, whatever time we have on earth, we can be as mobile as possible and feel as good in our skin as possible. All the time I talk to ladies who feel like their best life has gone by, and that simply is not true. You can regain your life and be super active in midlife and absolutely feel fantastic. So do not feel down on yourself. Let's get up and move. Take action, even imperfect action. You know, I had a note from one of the challengers today who said, oh my goodness, it's Thanksgiving. Not sure I could stick with this. But my friends, if you don't try, you're not going to be able to do it for sure. So you're better off to start and let me help you through the holidays than not get started, right? Take that imperfect action. That is kind of my overall message all the time. And I've been there. I've struggled, and I have to tell you that just starting and starting again and starting again, whenever you fall down, you have got this. And I'm there to back you up. So you have no reason not to start. Now, if you don't really struggle being motivated, but you just want some healthy, happy recipes, you are welcome to join my group, The Lean and Clean with Chef Christine, on Facebook as well. I give all kinds of recipes. I'm working on a new recipe book, one that was from my bakery. Some of you know, I owned a bakery for many years, and I was a carbomaniac. I think I lived on carbs for about 10 years. And no protein and no water. I don't know how that happened, but it's truth. And so I think that I lost my train of thought there for a second. So I'm putting the book together because so many people over the years have asked me for those recipes. And as part of my legacy, I want to leave for my kids the recipes that they grew up with in the bakery. Now, are these healthy foods? No, they're really not. They are healthier than what you'll find in any store because they're obviously made from scratch, and they're made in an artisan way, so we don't use mixers or anything. So that portion is certainly better. You're not using a lot of processed junk in the recipes, but they still are loaded with sugar and fat. So there's the downside. So a little bit goes a long way, but I don't live on them anymore, so I can control myself. I can have a bite and I'm okay. But it's taken me years to get there. So why am I telling you all this? Because I have a lot of resources for you that I want to share with you. I want to connect, and I want to help you if you need help. And the whole purpose of this is because I feel called by God that I was so fortunate when my parents got sick to turn my life around and get healthy and take all the classes I did to learn, and I want to share that gift with other people. And one time I had somebody call me a narcissist because I share my story a lot. But that's not it. I feel called to share the story so that I can help. I want people to know that I wasn't always this size, and I wasn't always healthy eater. I wasn't always super active, and I wasn't always a fitness instructor. I was at one time an overworked baker who ate like crud and never drank water and was sedentary the rest of the time. That's no way to live. There has to be some harmony in our lives. So I hope in some way I have inspired you to believe in yourself, to believe that the best years are in front of you, and that you can have a great relationship with your husband, your kids, your family. Get out there and be active at any age. Any age. Fitness is the fountain of youth. The more that you move, the longer you live, the better you feel. Statistics that show this all the time. People that are more active live longer. Now, that's not to say that you couldn't have a heart attack one day and go to the Lord when He calls us home. That's how it goes. But I'm saying to live our best life while we're here and enjoy every single day, it's best if we can keep moving and fueling our body the best we can and hydrating our body as much as possible. So I hope you'll consider joining the challenge. It is 100% free for 30 days. There's no follow-on charges or anything else. Just do it with me. I just want to invite you to that. Okay, my lovely friends, once again, I ask you to leave a review if you found this helpful. I pray, God, that you have a great week and that if you feel so moved, excuse me, to give me a shout out, you can share this podcast to your friends. You can comment, you can email me, however you want to go. You can hop into the Facebook groups. I love to connect with you. I send you all many blessings. Have a great night.